If you were looking for a conventional double over double layout, but with a twist, with a lot of exterior storage, sleeping for 7, high tank capacities at 33 feet, then let's check out this 28 MAV.
Push that pedal to the floor, ain't got no time to slow down. Go me giddy, I want more, I need to feel that full power. Push that pedal to the floor, ain't got no time to slow down. Go me giddy, I want more, I need to feel that full power.
As I mentioned, this 28 MAV is incredibly versatile, but let's talk about a few of the details on the outside of this rig. Now, as you can see, right off the bat, the foundation is very important. Like all of our MAVs, we are on a wide body chassis, so this allows us to give you an incredible amount of living space and functionality on the inside, but also stability, when our landing jacks are down. But as you can see right here, we've got heavy duty tires, we've got heavy capacity tires and axles, but we are using a CRE 3000 system. This is going to be a rubber system that gives you a very good ride, but has, heavy duty shackles and is going to be well built by MoRide. But above that, let's take a peek at some of these features that are on the outside that are really cool. And that starts with this incredible campside. You've got a huge awning over both doors, to keep you protected from the elements with our nice diffused lighting. But you can also see that this is the first MAV that we have with an outside kitchen. You've got your nice suburban griddle here, as well as the refrigerator to keep those drinks cold, but also right under your campsite, as you can see. I mean, just a really nice feature, to give you the best of the camping experience on the outdoors, because that's what we're trying to do when we're camping. In addition, you've got your coax with your 110 outlet, so if you want to watch the game, while cooking and all of that outside of your 28 MAV, it's no big deal as well. One of my favorite features about our 27 MAV model is the outside storage. And being one of our best sellers, we wanted to make sure and bring that into the 28 MAV with this huge pass-through storage, as you can see. Nice and clean, but a ton of space here to throw, power cables, chairs, tables, anything like that, if you don't have room in the garage that you're already filling up with some of your goodies. And as we come around the front, you can of course see you've got your power tongue jack, which is standard on all your MAVs. You've got your LP cover as well with your battery tray. But if you come around to this backside, you can see where that storage passes through, right next to your convenience center. You've got, an additional 110 plug or any of your cable outlets. You've got, your fresh fill, your city water fill. So everything is nice and kept, as well as a space to bring any of your, connections up from the bottom so you can keep this door closed and secure. And last but not least, down here, you've got your Go Power Solar, which is going to be your standard panel that's going to feed your any of your 12-volt systems, so your battery, but certainly your refrigerator. But in addition, you've got your Starlink prep, and this is a feature that we just added to MAV recently. So if you want to hook up your Gen 3 Starlink or any of your Starlinks, you can run right up through the bottom and into here, which gives you access for your router on the inside. You may ask yourself, how is it so roomy in the kitchen of the 28 MAV? And the answer is, we have added a slide out. This is the first Momentum MAV to be built with a slide out, and boy, does it help the layout and flow of this rig. You can see how the slide pushes out, but gives us so much space in this kitchen, and it is awesome. There is tons of storage, tons of very usable counter space. So let's check it out. Like starting with the drawers down here. I mean, every single one of these drawers opens up wide. You've got space for, any of your silverware, things like that, but a deeper drawer at the bottoms for pot and pans. So an incredible use of storage there. Like in all your other MAV units, also a built-in trash can, a nice dedicated space for the trash can, which is great. So you have to figure out where to put that can in certain spots and have it, flying all over the place. And a good use of space up as well. As you can see, nice clean look on every one of these cabinet doors, but taking away center style. So you have, the ability to put wider platters and things like that. Another new feature that we have added to the MAV lineup is our paper towel holder. So you'll find this uniquely placed in and around other MAV floor plans, but you can see it's in a great spot here on the 28, right over the counter space. And man, what a great spot for your sink, because you have this nice big window looking out over your campsite as, everyone's enjoying themselves. You can see everything and see what's going on. You've also got this nice use of counter that turns into the glass top over your 3-burner range with your microwave on the bottom. In addition, you've got your 8 cubic foot 12-volt Furrion refrigerator, which this thing is just tried and true. It's got a great layout in terms of shelving that's, adjustable. You've also got, your nice drawer and plenty of refrigerator and freezer space as well. One of my favorite features about the 28 MAV is just the TV and entertainment area. It's well thought out. As you can see right off the bat, you've got this nice fireplace that certainly has an aesthetic to it, but actually has a function. It puts off a generous amount of heat on those like cooler nights when you maybe don't want to run the furnace, but want to get some heat into the rig because you're hooked up to the electricity and don't want to use your propane. It's a really, really nice feature. Plus, you've got plenty of space up here for any of your things that you would need, remotes or anything as such, books, all of that, with a nice counter space. Plenty of storage up top as well. So again, we said this 28 MAV doesn't lack storage, and you can see that all the way around. But the other cool thing is right behind that TV, you've got a nice hidden storage area. So tons of room back here above the shelf and down low, for additional clothing or additional pantry space or whatever you may need. Just a really, really nice use of storage right here. And you're watching your TV oftentimes, especially, when haulers or different types of models, you don't have that clear view. It's really perfect here. Like I said, this is the first MAV that we have built that has a slide room. So we made sure and we utilized, the proper furniture. This is the first time that we have put a theater seat in a MAV. So you can see, you can sit back, watch the game. Just a very, very nice view of the TV and a very nice use of space here. And because it's this big slide, not only do you have room for the theater seat, but you've got this nice dinette, big U-shaped dinette, so you can seat the whole family or all the friends. But it's great because it actually goes down into a bed so that you can have additional sleeping space. So yes, you've got storage below the benches, but this will run down into a bed, adding that 7th sleeping space in this MAV, maybe even 2 if they're little. So a couple really, really cool features on the inside of this living space, the 28 MAV. One of my favorite things about the 28 MAV is our more traditional or conventional bedroom. Like I said, on the exterior, you've got that nice pass-through storage. And a lot of that is because we have this nice walk-around bed where we can run the storage under. But it also gives us a really, really nice space in the bedroom. Full walk-around bed. You can also see, even above that, you've got a nice little nightstand storage. You've got plenty of hanging space, right above, so you can put coats and clothes and things like that. But for your, drinks or books or cell phones, you've got this additional cubby back here with their USB, USB-C, as well as your 110 outlets. And there's plenty of space back there to put a CPAP machine as well. So just well thought out. It's on both sides of the bed, which is really, really nice. And if that wasn't enough storage, you've got plenty of space up here to throw additional throws, blankets, shirts, things like that. And below the bed, space that is nice and blocked off from your pass-through, so you can keep your inside things inside for your, away from your outside things, but plenty of space also on top of these struts that make it very, very easy to lift up. These are just a few of the cool things that we do in the bedroom of this 28 MAV. I tell you what, the 28 MAV bathroom also doesn't disappoint. Certainly plenty of space, as we've got a large shower with this nice modern look, but you've got a nice faucet that you can take off, spray anywhere. You've got your hot and cold running water, of course, which is typical. But the cool thing is it's got this antimicrobial shower door or shower curtain that comes off, so it whisks the water away, doesn't build up on the inside, so you don't end up with, mold or buildup or anything like that. The other cool thing is, I know I always talk about it not being a big deal for my height in these showers, but you can see how much additional height you have here. You've got this nice skylight that lets in a lot of natural light, but also has the function of additional height. So not a big deal to be a tall person and taking a shower in this 28 MAV. You've also got a nice placement with your porcelain toilet as well. So again, having a soft close so you're not slamming it down, but also being porcelain because it's just feels nicer, gets a lot more clean, easier to clean up. So the bathroom vanity and medicine cabinet are also very well thought out here. We're always trying to, save space, but make it very efficient and effective to use. So you've got, a nice medicine cabinet up top with a couple levels of storage. You've got storage below your sink as well for, either cleaning supplies or anything that you may choose. And then there's some counter space on both sides as well for things like toothbrushes or anything that you would need to store there. And last but not least, you've got your 110 outlet right on the side for anything that you need to plug in. But right above it is your access to turn on your hot water heater. So your on-demand Fugatti water heater that we're using has its access and control right here. So when you want to hop in the shower, boom, you can turn it on. No big deal. Get that instant hot water coming in. So just a few cool features in the bathroom of this 28 MAV. The 28 MAV has a lot of the same features as our other MAV floor plans, but we have done a lot of cool new things with this model. Like I said, we modeled it after one of the best-selling floor plans of all time, and that's just your traditional double over double bunk. But as you can see right here, this thing has a lot of momentum flair to it, and that is because it has a really cool garage HappiJac that goes all the way up and gives you this space. I mean, think about the opportunities that you can have to fill this space, whether it be kayaks, e-bikes, bicycles, fishing equipment. Maybe it's an office setup, a motorcycle, or anything of reasonable size. You've got about 68 inches of height, about 58 inches of width here, and you've got almost 10 and a half feet all the way up here to this cabinet. So you really have a lot of space to make of it what you will. You can also see that these HappiJacs come down into two full-size queen beds. Those are 60 by 80 beds with a lot of great sleeping space. So that when you have, 7 folks in here camping and having a good time, it's going to be very comfortable as well. But check out what we have coming through the backside here. Before I show you this awesome ramp patio system, you can see here that loading this 28 MAV is going to be incredibly easy. You've got this really nice beaver tail, so any, low clearance items, you're going to be, more protected from bottoming out. But you can also see that you've got D-rings to, tie down anything that you may be putting back here. Again, whatever you're putting back here. These D-rings are actually mounted into the chassis as well as a 2,500 pound D-ring. So we're giving you maximum securement for any of the toys that you're bringing with you. In addition, you can also see that when you want to utilize this space, but keep the bugs out, no big deal. You've got this nice screen that's enclosed to keep the bugs out, but allowing you to keep that door open and utilize both spaces. Like our other MAV floor plans, this 28 MAV has this really nice ramp patio system. Oftentimes you're taking your toys with you, but more often when your toys are out of here, you're using this as a living space. So one of the coolest things is now you have this outside living space. Like I showed, you can keep the screen down and spend some time back here. But you've got these nice rails to keep, pets or little ones inside with easy access on the back here to be able to step down if you need to. But one of my favorite features specifically about the 28 is this little, storage TV, buffet type setup back here. You've got tons of space to put additional features, like it's blenders or things like that if you're using this, as more of a social space. But you've also, got the opportunity to, throw straps, tie downs, things like that you might be using for more of a toy hauler space as well. So, we want to make sure that we're giving you the opportunity to set this one up however you would like. Plenty of storage up top and a nice light here to, keep everything bright if you are using this as more of, a social, bartending type space as well. You can also notice back here, you've got this nice light keeping, this area lit up, but you've also got a camera prep back there. So when you are towing, you want to have, a view of what's going on behind. You can absolutely or easily and efficiently set up a camera back there because it has access to power, just to make your towing experience better. And last but not least, you've got your LCI ladder prep back here as well. So this is actually prepped for the telescoping LCI ladder so that if you need to get up on your roof, do any of your normal maintenance or checkups or make sure that your seals are all nice and tight, it's easy to do so as well. So that's just a couple nice features on the back of the ramp patio here on the 28 MAV. Although the MAV is more of a traditional built travel trailer toy hauler, we put a ton of really high-end, momentum features in here. And that really starts with, our Rockford sound system. You've got, a couple interior speakers, you've got some exterior speakers, but with the Rockford sound and power, you're always getting, crisp audio all the way through when you're camping and enjoying time in your MAV. You can also see right next to the door, we've got all your control. You've got your slide control, which again is the first for us in MAV, but your awning control, your bed lift, everything nice and centrally located right next to your coat hooks. The other thing that I want to talk about is our HVAC systems. You've got a 30K BTU furnace in addition to this electric fireplace. That's going to give you plenty of heat. But most of our MAVs are also built on a 50 amp service, with 50 amp service allowing you to have two 15K BTU ACs. So whether you're in, extra warm climates and you need to make sure you get this thing cooled off, no big deal. You've got plenty of AC capacity. But when it's a little colder, you've also got, the fireplace and the furnace giving you plenty of heat. And we fully enclose the underbelly. So all of these tanks are fully enclosed, where we are forcing heat down into the underbelly when that furnace is on. So the 28 MAV is perfect for any climate. Thank you so much for checking out the new 28 MAV, the newest member of the MAV lineup here at Grand Design Momentum. For more information, go check out your local dealer or visit us at granddesignrv.com.